Okay, looking forward to that. Let's talk about the Stop Ebola campaign now. Social media has been abuzz seriously in the last couple of weeks, at least. You know, with celebrities and social influencers and all of that. You know, with campaigns backed by, I mean, the Future Awards. You know, with concerning Ebola. Why did you want to do that? And I mean, people said, okay, I mean, Ebola is not in Nigeria anymore. Why bother? But why did you want to do that? And what do you think you've achieved with that?
So I always say personally that only Africans will save Africa. You know, and Asha did an interview in This Day Style today, you know, because she's one of the lead performers, at the lead ambassadors for the Stop Ebola campaign by the Future Awards. And she was talking about the awards and Ebola. And she said, you know, we've gotten to a point where Africans need to take lead to solve Africa's problems. What has happened over the years is that we keep relying on the international media. We keep relying on aid, you know, to solve our problems. And so they tell our story the way they want to tell our story. They engage us the way they want to engage us, which is fine. I mean, they are doing some sort of help, you know, so you can leave them. But then we need to also get up and begin to direct the cause of our lives, which is the message of the Future Awards. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your story. And that's what we're doing with the Stop Ebola campaign. Yes, it's left Nigeria, but it can come back. It's just in our borders. It takes 1 month to trip back into the country, and that's the end of it. And so we need to flush it out of the continent. And so for us, we thought to ourselves, we have this goodwill, all of these winners, all of these nominees, all of these media buzz. Why not direct it, you know, to this scourge that is killing people across the continent at the moment, and use that, you know, to affect the continent? As well, we're Africa. The platform is an African platform now. And so what it means is that we need to also begin to, beyond inspiring people, begin to find solutions, you know, to other problems in Africa. And so far, it's been incredible, you know, from Omotola Jalade, you know, to Asha, you know, and then to many celebrities across the continent, you know, Victoria Kimani and co, who have used their Instagram pages, their Twitter pages, who joined us on Thunderclap, who are talking at different places, you know. We have a delegation coming from Gambia, from Liberia, in different places, you know, trying to just, you know, be a part, you know, of that cause to ensure that this scourge is out of our continent. Yeah. And until then, we all really shouldn't stop.
I agree with you completely. I mean, we've seen how the scare continues to, you know, ravage those 3 countries that are sort of epicenters for it. But I was going to ask, a lot of people are very wary with charities and and hashtags today. It's almost as if, oh, you're doing it for something tangible, like money or something. Why? Did you do this in collaboration with anybody? How did you have to, you know, deal with sort of the credibility of it and, you know, to make it pass?
Fantastic. So which is why, I mean, people have said to us, you know, when we were planning, you know, we had different organizations that wanted us to raise the money, you know, through them. Excuse me. But what we did was, because we were trying to cut away from all the credibility issues, so we decided to just use this campaign to support the UN's drive to raise money. And so that way, you're working with a credible institution, you know, already has its systems and structures in place, you know, and then it cuts through the chain of it. So we're not asking anybody to donate money to us. We're saying to them, just route it straight, you know, to this platform, and that's it.
So what's going to be happening on the day with the Stop Ebola campaign? Is anything happening on that day?
So before the awards, yesterday we had sent messages around. What we've done was collect all of the information on Thunderclap. So we've had all our celebrities and influencers sign into Thunderclap. And we have over about 3 million people now connected on Thunderclap. You know, so on the day of the awards, a message will then go out to everyone, you know, telling them, you know, because the biggest thing is education. People need to know. Sometimes people wonder, how can I help? They don't know what to do, you know. So the idea is that this message then goes out, you know, to everybody, and then instructs them. You know, when someone sees a celebrity they know, they connect with, like a Diamond in Tanzania, or Motola in Nigeria, telling them, please donate $25, you know, to this. The idea is for that campaign to then drive them, you know, to then take the money off their cards and donate to the UN. We're also going to be doing some auctions. We have designers like The Obsidian Way, Larry Da Silva Jai, and a couple of designers across the continent who've donated pieces that are going to auction, you know, and then the monies would also be sent directly, you know, to the UN. So it's basically to create awareness and then to fundraise for the UN.
Still sticking with the Future Awards, but going away from this particular ceremony itself, I just want to ask a general question. What's been the toughest part of this journey for you? I mean, you've been doing this for 9 years with Chude Gideon, I want to believe. And I know there's been a lot of ups and downs, criticisms, you know, pats on the back and everything. But what's been the hardest part, or the single hardest thing for you so far in this journey?
I think that the first thing that would have been the hardest has been conquered, you know, which was what we wanted to do. We wanted to do the event. We had no money, we had no godfathers, we had nothing. And on the 5th of February 2006, you know, we pulled an event with no money, you know, but just the goodwill of people. And people came to that event, and at the end they said, oh, these boys said they don't have money, but they put together such a good show. And that has been the testimony of the Future Awards every year. You know, I find that sometimes selling something about Nigeria can be very difficult, and I oversee marketing and fundraising. You know, so sometimes that can be a challenge, you know, because somehow I just find that the corporates do not jump at things that are about Nigeria, about development, about Nigeria itself. You know, so that can be a challenge. You know, finding nominees, you know, is tough, but we always push ourselves. For us, it's never been about impossibility. So it's sometimes hard when people say, what is that most difficult thing? You know, I saw a quote that I love, you know, so much. It says, when life throws lemons at me, you know, what do you say? You say you make lemons out of it. Well, I say I make chocolate cakes out of it. And I leave people wondering how I did it. And that's the story of the Future Awards, you know. So, yes, there are tough moments, you know, the moments of getting people to believe in the platform, you know, but we've scaled through all of that now, you know, and we're at a point where people are looking to partner, people are looking to work. So for us, it's about ensuring that the impact of the awards doesn't diminish. And so I say when people, I mean, a couple of weeks ago we won the CNBC Young Business Leader Awards, myself and Chide, we, you know, Forbes said Best Entrepreneur, all kinds of things, you know, but for me, that is not the biggest part of the platform. The biggest part of the platform is when Tolu Songosoya, you know, of Dustbin Estate says to me that, you know, it was after the Future Awards that she got her first, I think, 3 or 4 million, you know, where she eventually got a building to move her all the children she's taking care of in Dustbin Estate into that building. You know, it's when Bayomo Boge, one of the leading young photographers, say, oh, the Future Awards trained me, you know, on how to become a photographer. Or when Musomola Moro, who has been dubbed the poster child for agriculture, you know, who is good friends with Mr. President today, will say, oh, you know, she met Mr. President with the Future Awards, she became a poster child to the Future Awards. That is what drives us. Once that keeps happening, we do not see any big challenge, we do not see any big, you know, problem. We focus, you know, on the impact.
Great stuff. Talking about focus, let's focus back now on the events. Holding on Sunday. Unveiled hosts.
Yes, yes.
Celebrity massive hosts for the event. You have 4 of them.
Yes,
There's Inyanya, there's Ice Cream, there's Osas, and there's Flavia.
Yes, Flavia.
That's a very interesting mix. What else are we expecting on the night entertainment-wise?
Exactly. That's the idea. The idea is to be exciting you know, in bits. And so we would unveil performances, I think, tomorrow or next. We'll unveil performances, you know, but from seeing the anchors, you have a taste, you know, of what is to come. Again, we've always realized since we started the platform that we must do a good balance, you know, between inspiration and entertainment. We're dealing with young people, you know, they like entertainment, they like bars, they like to dress up, they like to look good, they like to be entertained, you know. So we've managed to keep that over the years. And if you notice, the Future Awards has been doing the 4 host thing for a long time, you know. The day you anchored, it was you, Dr. C, Dolapo Oni, and I think Yvonne. And Yvonne, yeah. So we've been doing the 4 hosts for a long time, which is part of the buzz. You know, people can say, oh, I like this, I like that, that person was great. And so you've seen this one, you know, 2 exciting musicians, Ice Prince, you know, humble, you know, cool-headed, and of course, Inyanya, when he steps on the stage, you know what happens to the ladies.
It's a responsible award here.
I'm not the central working committee. You know, the central working committee will decide that. But since I'm a marketing executive, I'm on television. You know, so you know, if anybody wants to, you know, get involved in the Future Awards, you want to be a partner, be a sponsor, you know, do something at the awards, a sponsor, you know, something, you know, buy a table, whatever it is, you can email us at invitations@thefutureafrica.com. Invitations, you know, at thefutureafrica.com, or sorry, at thefutureafrica.com. info@thefutureafrica.com, invitations@thefutureafrica.com, and you can call us on 080-2222-6713. 080-2222-6713. Yeah, those are the...
You have done your work
yes,
very well.
Yes, you not... I hope I get no invoice for this.
Looking forward to the awards on Sunday. Of course, I will be there.
See,
good luck to all the nominees.
Put up your Stop Ebola poster today before I tell them on television that Ebuka has refused to support the Ebola campaign.
You won't. So but now you have.
But I have.
That's what our politician.
You don't say you didn't get the poster because your email is what?
Thanks for coming, Adebola Williams. It's always great to have you here. Hopefully Sunday goes well, and we'll see you again next year when we do the 10th one, isn't it?
Yes.
The grand 10th celebration.
Yes.
We're going to take a break now and talk entertainment right after this. Please stay with us.